is. But yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about some CrossFit news. So with the affiliate fees going up, I know you've worked in an affiliate, you're in the CrossFit space. So what is your, 2 cents in the, $4,500 affiliate fee now?
I honestly, like, so just to kind of put things in perspective here. So I actually work for I've had the pleasure of working for some amazing affiliate owners. I was part of Diablo CrossFit for a few years. Craig Howard to this day is one of the most amazing, helpful affiliate owners that I know. I was very fortunate to actually represent his brand recently at Wadapalooza. Still, and then I also now I'm going to start working, doing like clinics leading up to the open at the gym that I'm at, CrossFit Kindred. But I also work for Matt Souza at a CrossFit Livermore,
Oh,
who
cool.
produces
Yeah.
the Savon podcast. So it's very cool to hear like everyone's perspective on the affiliate raise and stuff. And of course, when it happened, all you hear is just the negative backlash of like, what value does CrossFit bring to us? Blah 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 blah. What are they doing for us? To justify this affiliate raise to, I think it's like 4,500 now or something like
Yeah.
that, or 3,000. The only complaints that I can kind of get back behind are the affiliates that were grandfathered at like the $1,000 a year affiliate fee, or even like some of the ridiculous ones that were like $300 or $500 grandfathered affiliate fees.
Yeah.
I can see their complaint because, to my knowledge, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, I think they're just being the next year brought all the way up to that 4,500, whatever it is, which is like a well over 100% increase, right, in their affiliate fee. So I can kind of understand how those people would be upset. But to everyone else, I think the best analogy I heard was actually either from Savon himself or Matt Souza, where they talked about, you own a business, and let's say your garbage man comes to you and says, hey, this next coming month I'm raising the garbage fee. You don't respond back by saying, whoa, what do you mean you're raising my fee? What value do you bring to me? Or like what more are you going to bring to me for justifying this fee? It's either like, hey, either you want me to pick up your garbage or you don't, right? So it's kind of like, I don't necessarily understand what people are looking for when they make that argument. Like, what's CrossFit doing to justify this affiliate raise? I'm kind of in that small minority of group of people where I'm just like, I don't think CrossFit needs to do anything besides build the brand and just not screw things up. At the end of the day, they need more money to justify using resources to bring more value to the brand. And I think if they need more money from the affiliates to help build the brand up, at the end of the day, that's going to put more people into your gyms. You can ask any affiliate owner, I think, and they'll say, how is it that most people find your gym? I think the majority of them will say it's simply people Googling CrossFit gyms near me, and the fact that they're affiliated, their gym pops up. So I don't really quite understand what people are looking for when they say, what's CrossFit going to do to justify the raise? Now, I will say, if things still kind of go in the direction that they're going or tend to go within the next year and a half, with the affiliate raise being raised, then I can kind of maybe see like, hey, let's wait till that happens before we start, flipping tables and getting angry at HQ. That's kind of like where I view the whole affiliate raise coming from.
Yeah. Well, also you're saying like some of the affiliates were only paying like $500 to $300 like a year. Shouldn't those affiliates be profitable and not like,
Yeah.
scraping money? So that 4,500 should have been just a flash in the pants for them.
Yeah, and what's funny is I'm good friends with also like the owner of CrossFit Hayward, Chris Robertson. I asked him about it, and he said it's super smart businessman. I asked him how he felt, and he just shrugged his shoulders and was like, "Dude, I honestly didn't even no, I didn't even I didn't even get the email, or I didn't even notice the email when it came in. And when I just heard it on like some media source, I was just like, whatever, it's nothing to me. Because when you do the math, what's the average membership at a CrossFit gym? 150 to 180 a month.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
roughly.
one. That's one or maybe two new members, and then boom, you just made up for the CrossFit, the fee raise, right?
Hmm.
Just get one to two members to commit to 12 months. That's all. So it's not that big of a deal. And I think it, at the end of the day, personally, in my opinion, I think it'll be good, because the gyms that aren't able to justify the raise, maybe they shouldn't be. Maybe they aren't good for the brand in general. Like those gyms, like having those gyms around, right? If you're not at this point successful enough to justify a $4,500 raise, or was it $1,500 increase in the
Hmm.
raise, then it's probably best for you and best for the CrossFit brand that you don't affiliate, because maybe you're the gym that people go to and they're like, hey, I injured myself doing CrossFit, or I just didn't have a great experience doing CrossFit.
Yeah, true, true. And also they're doing the now coaches have to is it coaches have to have level twos now or the affiliate owners?
Yeah, you have to have someone. I forget the legal technicalities of it. I think someone told me that someone's name doesn't necessarily have to own the gym, but if your name is under the insurance or something, yeah, as long as you have a level 2, you're good. But I mean, I personally think it's fine. Like I think that's a good criteria. I always felt like the level 1 was a little too easy of a barrier to entry in terms of getting your or having the ability to just open a gym. Just take a 2-day course and boom, you could have the keys to an affiliate and just open it right up. I feel like, especially in that situation, most of the time when you're opening up your own gym, like you're the one coaching all the classes, right? You don't quite have the money to hire a helpful staff or anything like that. So I think it's important to at least raise the criteria to have at least a level 2, because I personally enjoyed my level 2 far more than I did my level 1, and I had an amazing level 1 experience. But I'm just such a passionate person in terms of coaching that I enjoyed my level 2 far more, and I learned a lot more. And at least I want to say learned a lot more in terms of how to function and coach a class versus what I did at level 1. Because level 1 is primarily you're just going over the methodology,
Yeah.
some of the diet, some of the nutrition, and sure, you're doing some touch points on coaching and cueing. But when you take your level 2, like it's full on. This is how you run a class in terms of the warm up, how to properly plan to run the class, how to properly cue and just interact with the class in general. And I think that's just a super important uh, certification that people should, or at least more coaches should, strive to go get. Uh, because I know it definitely made me a far better coach taking my level 2.
Oh yeah, I completely agree because and also it's that with that level one, it's like you said, it's a 2-day course and you get the certification. And some people that don't have the personal training or kinesiology experience get that and they can coach, but they don't really know how the movements work or like what stimulus they're trying to hit or anything like that compared to like the level 2. You get more of like a understanding how to coach and all that stuff instead of just getting a level 1
Yeah. Do you
and just
have your
kind of go
level
from there.
1? Did you? No.
So I had the chance to get it. I was a I have been a personal trainer for gosh, probably like 12 years before that, and I would get certifications through
Mm-hmm.
like everything. And before I left from Massachusetts to Georgia, I was working out of the CrossFit base down in up in Massachusetts, and I was offered to get a level 1, but it was like a month before me leaving down to Georgia, and
Yeah.
they were gonna pay for half of it, which was
Oh
like
wow.
which was $400 at the since my military discount, it was like $800. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
changed now, but I was like begging them to get it for me to get it before that, like months and before. I'm like, listen, I'll coach the classes. I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm available. I'm just married. I was single and married, like, I was going to be married, and I'm like, I don't have any kids. I don't have like, I'm good. Just get me in. And then finally it was like last minute, they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to waste your money because I'm going to be gone in like a heartbeat. So,
Yeah.
and then by the time I got down here, it was, I would love to work at a CrossFit gym. I had a chance to, but the gym closed down too. So it was like, okay. And then there was like no use for me to get it anymore.
Yeah. And at least I asked that because at least when I took my level 1, that was a pretty big class. I want to say there was at least like 5 to 8 people there that were just there for the sake of just taking the CrossFit level 1. Like they never did CrossFit. They had no background in CrossFit. They just wanted it as another cert to put in their like, portfolio. So it's just like, not to say that they would ever do it, but could you imagine like a situation where someone like that just decides like, all right, I'm going to go open a CrossFit gym now.
Yeah.
Right, without ever having any CrossFit experience other than level 1.
Yeah. I've actually, there was a couple times I've talked to people at CrossFit gyms when I was doing the open at their gym saying, yeah, I just took my level 1 just to get it, just to take it and just like learn a little bit more, which I'm perfectly fine. Hey, have at it. But like you have some Joe Schmo that just like literally just got his level 1 cert and trying to open a gym, and it's just destined for failure, I think.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. But it was crazy because like when all the whole like fees, right, like the fee updates and the level 2 certs, it was just like everyone was just like losing their mind. It was like crazy. They just like listening to the comments or watching the Savant podcast and like reading the comments in that, and it's crazy. It was crazy.
Well, what's even crazier to me is like I'm not even an affiliate owner, but I've heard rumors of that rumbling for a while. So it's like it shouldn't have come to a surprise to most people. Like people have been hearing rumblings of affiliate fees being raised for a while. So
Yeah.
I don't understand why people were so caught off guard by it.
Yeah, and people have to think that they have like venture capitalists that bought CrossFit, and so they're expecting to make money because even Don Fall said last year they just broke even, and so they wanted it to be a profitable business, and this is one of the ways to raise it. So, and everyone's like, oh, this is for all like the new CEO hires and all that stuff, like the money raised for this, and I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah, no, because they're not even making money.
Yeah, I mean, they did the massive layoffs. Like, was it beginning of last year?
Yep.
So
yeah, I think there was there's a 30% or something like that. 20% of them were all laid off or something like that.
Yeah.